your time talking about me, but I'm going to tell you that you got to get to the Lego booth out of the convention and get yourself a little Oliver Queen. Get it? Right there. You got a little queen and a big queen. Anyway. That had to happen. Alright, I'm bringing out our people because they're awesome and they're going to tell us a whole bunch of stuff to explain what we just looked at. First, we are bringing out executive producer Mark Guggenheim. Executive producer Andrew Kreisberg. Mr. Colton Haynes. The incredibly gorgeous Katie Cassidy. The okay-looking Stephen Amell. Everyone's favorite nerd, Emily Ben Ricards. My favorite bodyguard, David Ramsey. And executive producer Greg Berlanti. All right. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey. All right. First off, Katie and Stephen, you were the ones with us last summer. How different is this Comic-Con compared to last Comic-Con?
Stephen, can you walk around this Comic-Con?
No, I walked around the floor last year.
Yeah.
Not so much this year.
His face was all over the mat last year.
Last year, everybody, if you could sum up everybody's thoughts, if you give them a truth serum, it was, we hope your show doesn't suck because we really want to like it. And this year, it's a lot of gratitude and it's really overwhelming.
The producers, Greg, Mark, Andrew. That trailer. Oh my gosh. That trailer. So wait, can I just tell them? That was from 4 days of filming. That's 4 days. That's just 4 days.
Last week.
Yeah. So what do you guys have up your sleeves?
Pretty much more of that, you know, we have the title of episode 201 is City of Heroes, and that's really what this season is about. It's really about Oliver becoming a hero, and really going from being the Arrow in season 1 to being the Green Arrow in season 2. And there's going to be a couple more heroes helping him out this season, in addition to the ones that he's had last season. So it's really exciting, it's epic, it's big, and we hope you guys like it.
But you also had, in addition to the big action hero stuff, you also had the family stuff that needs to be not just resolved, but like almost healed.
Oh yeah.
So do you see the Queen family like ever having a happy dinner together again?
Well, some people are in jail right now, so that's going to be difficult. I mean, a lot of the season is also going to be about, Susanna Thompson, who plays Moira. It's really her season of redemption. Can she come back? Oliver's going to be taking a lot more of an interest in Queen Consolidated, which he's going to find difficult because his last name is now associated with mass murder. But I think when the season starts, you see that everybody's in a slightly different place than where we left them. And, some people are worse off than when we left them. Other people like Thea's actually, played by Willa Holland, is actually in a great place. She's going to be running Oliver's nightclub. No more schoolgirl.
That's a great choice. So Oliver's moving from like fitted sweaters to fitted dress shirts?
There's a lot of suits this season, right?
Suits with ties.
Yeah, suits with ties.
And you guys blew the crap out of Star City at the end of the season. Like, very little is standing. Where have you positioned the city and Oliver's loved ones when we come back?
Well, it's 5 months later when we pick up episode 201, so we see some people have worked through their stuff, other people haven't. Like you said, the city really took it on the chin, and as bad as Starling City was in season 1, in season 2, it's even worse. And I think that helps influence Oliver's decision that it's not just about crossing names off the list anymore. This season is really about him seeing that the city needs a hero, it needs a symbol of hope, and he's now ready to step up to the plate and be that for everybody.
And it looked like in that clip that Detective Lance is back on the beat.
Yes,
it was good.
Yeah, we saw in the finale. He was caught by his superior having
made some questionable
decisions by aligning himself with the vigilante. So he's one of the people whose life is profoundly changed. Although ironically, he's actually in a good place emotionally. With the politics of the station house were probably a little too much for his sensitive side, and now he's out there helping. And like the title City of Heroes, it really refers not just to Oliver and Roy, anyone in a costume. It really refers to everybody. Katie's character, Felicity, and especially Lance.
Okay, so Stephen, given that this is his evolution, how is Ollie at this point, having almost failing his city? I mean, he stopped the destruction, but a lot of people died, a lot of buildings came down, a lot of Tommies left us.
Yeah, everything.
Moment of silence.
Look, no one was sadder than I was. Everything that happens, not just in season 2, but throughout the course of the series, however long we go, is meant to honor Colin Donnell's character. And every decision that Oliver makes as it relates to anything in his life is inspired and considerate of Tommy going forward.
Katie, we got just a taste of Laurel being a little kick-ass last season.
Just a taste.
Just a taste, but like little flare-ups that came to, kind of hint at, what could lie beneath. Do you think that she's a little closer to unleashing her inner hero?
I definitely think she's well on her way. As I've said before, and you guys have said, Laurel has to go on her path and through her journey, and I slowly think that she's growing, she's evolving, and she starts to kick some butt.
And is she going to mourn Tommy, or is she just like jumping straight to her sex? But it helps.
Well, 5 months has gone by, so having thought about it, what happened in 5 months, I definitely think that she's done her mourning, she's done her grieving, and I think she's trying to move forward in any way that she possibly can. But Tommy's death, as much as she loves Oliver, she also loves Tommy. So I think that will stay with her forever. And right now, for her and Oliver, who I don't know what's going to happen. I think for her, she can't quite take on a relationship and kind of move forward after what happened with Blades and what happened with Tommy.
And now, clearly, we need to discuss the final seconds of this. So I'm posing to Katie and to the producers, can you please explain this? Because what we saw was a little awesome.
Yeah, when we saw it, we said that was awesome. One of the things we're doing this season is we're telling the beginning of the Black Canary story. But like with everything on the show, the first Green Arrow that we saw, chronologically was actually Yafei, it wasn't Oliver. And the first Deathstroke that we saw wasn't Slade Wilson. And the first Merlin, the Archer that we saw, was Tommy and not his father. So, in the same way that we've sort of introduced these characters and shown how they affect the comic book characters that will eventually become them, this is the beginning of that story.
All right, Mr. Ramsey. Dig is so badass. Such the man. And he's also the voice of reason. He is the conscience. And but do you think this guy can continue to support a fellow who is associated with mass murder?
Yes. Well, I think something funny about Diggle, because Diggle kind of started off as like, no, you can't kill people like that. It's not cool. It's not hot. And then, he found out that Floyd Lawton was alive, and he was like, oh, maybe, yeah. And I really hate Floyd. So I think that, ultimately it is the story of the creation of a hero, I think, and Diggle being that moral compass will help with that journey. But I think, yes, the